Quantum. Derek Grassman, the creator of Cilo Wind Company, decided to make a wind turbine that doesn't have the drawbacks of regular turbines. And here's what he came up with. The device directs wind through a system of diffusers, which is not used in traditional counterparts. According to Cilo Wind, this led to more efficient energy utilization and increased power, reaching 3,900 watts in this case. The turbine starts operating at a wind speed of 3 miles per hour and reaches maximum power when the airflow accelerates to 125 miles per hour. The turbine runs quietly, emitting under 38 decibels of noise, which is perfect for urban conditions. However, the entire system was designed for use by regular people in the city. Because of this, the turbines come with built-in electronics and are easily installed, taking about 4 hours. And yes, if more power is needed, the turbines are adapted for easy stacking on top of each other. Interestingly, Cilo Wind has another development, this wind turbine right here. Like the solution we just talked about, it aims to replace current wind turbines because its design requires fewer resources. Lightfire. The concept you see on the screen isn't entirely new, but it's still effective. An array of mirrors is used to focus sunlight onto a small area, where eventually the temperature reaches high levels. Moreover, this system is also mobile. You can place the wheeled construction literally anywhere, from your backyard to spots near factories. Then all that's left is to wait for the sun and start cooking. There's no need to connect it to the electrical grid. In about 45 minutes to an hour, the temperature at the focal point reaches up to 572 degrees Fahrenheit, so you can cook everything from bread to gourmet dishes. However, the system is useful not only for this. While the company emphasizes cooking, it clearly shows that the array of mirrors can be used however you like, including transforming any wooden structure into a sauna. Solar King. The company Green Energy On-Site named their product Solar King. Why? If you look at this energy generation tool, everything becomes clear. To start, it's worth mentioning that this container weighs 6.6 tons and when folded measures 8 by 20 by 9 feet. It's delivered to the desired location, at least for a container, a battery pack with a capacity of up to 100 kilowatt hours and the ability to expand. Mobile Chicken Coop. This is a mobile chicken coop trailer, though calling it that's an insult. Just look at how huge it is. The company that makes it doesn't specify exactly how many birds it can hold, but the number clearly reaches several hundred, and they're all kept in full comfort, with all the conditions necessary for effective breeding and egg production. Speaking of eggs, the manufacturer claims that the nesting box for laying hens collects the eggs and cleans off the dust automatically. Simply put, getting a useful product from chickens turns into a process that doesn't bother the owner at all. Another key aspect, the structure of the giant chicken coop is modular, making it relatively simple to adjust to specific conditions. Charboss. It's not a giant mobile chicken coop, but it's still a trailer, and it's pretty useful too. Wood or plant waste is thrown into it, which is burned in a storage unit equipped with fireproof panels made of thermoceramic material to enhance the safety of the process. As a result, charcoal called biochar is produced, which is carbonized biomass that can be used for fertilization, water filtration, and many other tasks. The machine needs diesel fuel, which is poured into a 20-gallon tank. The full tank lasts for 18 hours as the consumption's about 1 gallon per hour. It also requires water. 100 gallons is enough for 8 hours of work. The trailer's output reaches 350 pounds of biochar per hour, so with one such trailer, you can provide yourself with a lot of material. The important thing is to find a place where there's a lot of wood or vegetative waste. Flag turbines. These turbines are an example of versatility and ease of installation. Versatility means they can be set up practically anywhere. A field, a house roof, a hill, or even a watercraft. Wherever it's placed, this turbine confidently does its main job. Besides, the company's range of devices allows for a thoughtful approach to selection and the purchase of a wind turbine that suits specific conditions. There are turbines measuring 6 by 6 feet with a power of 1 kilowatt, and there are wind turbines measuring 20 by 33 feet with a power up to 15 kilowatts. Installing them is straightforward since the turbines arrive fully assembled. You simply need to place them where needed. Thermit. In the absence of electricity, you can purify wastewater using this septic tank. It works through both mechanical and biological processes. Mechanical purification is carried out by depositing of large particles on the bottom, and biological purification is carried out by colonies of microorganisms that produce oxidation. As a result, the waste is cleaned up to 95 to 98% without relying on electricity. There's one drawback that comes with all underground equipment installations. You need to do a lot of digging, a whole lot. But you can always pay specialists to do it all for you. Pioneer. Imagine that for some reason your water's been shut off. What would help? Of course, water tanks. These tanks are equipped with the Aqualiner system, which features an antimicrobial liner. There's a special tank wall profile called V-Lock. It provides the strength of corrugated steel while minimizing loads. Additionally, the tanks come with a sturdy roof truss system, which the company says is specifically designed to protect the storage even in extreme conditions. And of course, it's also very important that the manufacturing company offers a wide range of their storage tanks, starting from options with a volume of 10,000 gallons up to tanks with a capacity of 100,000 gallons. NanoCx. Making salty water drinkable without electricity is quite possible. This can be done with a water storage tank like the one shown here. No energy is required here as the system accomplishes purification through gravity and a cascade of nanomembranes, which are a combination of nanomaterials created by the company. When water enters the system, it gradually gets rid of all harmful impurities, minerals, and salts, resulting in clean drinking water at the output. And yes, it completes the entire process in just 2 minutes. According to NanoSeen, each filtration barrel can purify over 260 gallons per day. Greenhouse dryers. Solar dryers are a great way to extend the shelf life of various products. However, they typically can't dry a lot of things. That's why there are special greenhouses for that purpose. From the outside, they look like regular structures made of glass or polycarbonate for growing plants. However, inside, things are a bit different. No beds. Instead, there are tables with trays where the drying products are placed. There can be a huge number of such storage places, which is exactly what distinguishes greenhouse dryers from their traditional counterparts for the better. Of course, there's a ventilation system that directs air into the greenhouse. It removes the moisture released from the products during drying and takes it outside. Such a solution is more expensive than small dryers, but clearly pays off much faster. Moreover, regular greenhouses can also be converted into such spaces. Simple pump. During a power outage, the pump that draws water from the well likely won't work. That's when it's time to test your physical strength using a device like this. It's worth mentioning that this pump is a bit easier to use than similar solutions. The simple pump weighs less and is also more durable. One thing that's easier to believe is that the pump can be used with wells up to 325 feet deep, which according to the creators is 10% deeper than its competitors. Moreover, this gadget might come in handy if there's power, but the electric pump fails. You can hook up a motor to the simple pump, transforming a hand-operated water extractor into an automatic one. HDG Euro. Wood chips, sawdust, compressed wood briquettes, or regular firewood? Thanks to the HDG solution, all of this is a useful resource for heating. The company claims that the heating appliance's versatility is boosted by top loading, which makes it easy to throw any product into the 58-gallon fuel chamber. Besides that, the company's heating devices are equipped with technologies. Where would we be without them in 2024? The devices have a touch panel for constantly adjusting the incoming air, controlling external heat sources, as well as monitoring all possible indicators of the heating system's condition and much more. You can also control the devices through a phone app. And of course, let's not forget about the heating itself. The nominal heat output of the company's smallest device is 30 kilowatts, while the most powerful option reaches 48 kilowatts. Coupe. Mobile Solar Power's energy extraction solutions are cubes. These cubes have solar panels on every side, and you don't have to do anything with them. As they say, everything's included. Inside the cube, there's a complete set of necessary components set up to meet the client's needs, including inverters, cables, a monitoring system, and batteries. Basically, just place the cube in the right spot and plug it in, then enjoy the cube generating energy regardless of the state of the city power grid. IDHELIO. This awning is quite attractive, you can't argue with that, but it's not just for those who appreciate aesthetics. Fans of autonomy have a reason to rejoice too, because here we have a system that harnesses thermal energy thanks to the sun. The awning consists of linear mirrors that automatically track the sun and focus rays on a receiver passing through the center. Inside, there's air which heats up the temperatures ranging from 300 to 480 degrees Fahrenheit and is directed either to storage or immediately used. The peak power of the system is 650 kilowatt hours per 10,000 square feet of mirrors, and the annual production of thermal energy, according to the creators, ranges from 400 to 950 kilowatt hours per 10 square feet. By the way, the company offers an interesting way to store thermal energy by heating rocks placed in a container near the system. Infinite water. No wells, rivers, lakes, or even seas and oceans. With this system, water is generated from the air, and it happens right inside the truck. Every 2 hours under optimal conditions, the device produces 317 gallons of water. If conditions are unfavorable, output drops to 211 gallons. On average, about 2,900 gallons of purified water are produced per day. The amazing water production in the truck happens thanks to temperature manipulation, resulting in evaporation, condensation, and purification processes. Solar curtains. You're looking at the invention that'll save the house from bright sunlight and lack of electricity. Solar curtains. To be more specific, these are not just traditional solar panels in the form of curtains, but rather curtains with slats that have organic photovoltaic modules printed on them. This choice was made for a reason. The elements are lighter and semi-transparent, so even when closed, the curtains let in some sunlight. According to the creator, the output reaches 40 watts per 10 square feet. Therefore, to power a standard computer with sufficient sunlight, you'll need about 32 square feet of such curtains. It doesn't compare to regular solar panels, but the technology definitely has potential. power storage. Franklin WH offers a system that's useful not just when there's no power, but also for daily use. It consists of several elements, a smart controller, and one or more energy storage units. The A-Gate controller brings together all energy sources to maximize energy efficiency. It also detects power outages automatically and switches to backup power. It can connect up to 15 storage units as well. They're called A-Power and are essentially devices equipped with a battery and an inverter. Each unit has a capacity of 13.6 kilowatt hours, provides a continuous power of 5 kilowatts, and a peak of 10 kilowatts. It all comes with an app to manage the system and monitor its status. HeatMobile. Silent power solution allows to heat rooms without the need for gasoline, diesel, wood, or electricity. It operates on methanol. Depending on the heater version, it can produce from 65 to 200 kilowatts of thermal energy. The most powerful version can heat a large area. This is confirmed by the creators, who clearly state that their solution is designed for events and construction sites. Each heater offered by the company comes with a display where you can adjust the power and check all the necessary system information. And yes, as you probably already guessed, each heater is easy to transport. It has wheels, it easily attaches to a car, and it has relatively small dimensions from 64 by 28 by 50 inches in the smallest version to 107 by 36 by 60 inches in the largest. What else do you need for maximum mobility? Fish tank. For those who didn't know, you can raise fish at home. It'll take some effort, but setting up a living space for your aquatic pets is pretty simple. First, you need to spread out the canvas, then assemble the frame, and finally install a kind of reservoir in it. It's all easy and simple. At least Qingdao, Taimei, Tarpaulin, and Netting Company's doing well. Also, this solution for fish farming from the company is resistant to all kinds of weather because the reservoir is made of polyethylene and the frame is made of aluminum. The only thing missing is a cover, but adding it's clearly not a problem, so all that's left is to equip the reservoir with everything necessary for breeding specific fish. Salmon would be a great choice. Yes, expensive fish can be raised quite successfully in home conditions. Sure, you'll need to meet a large number of requirements, but is that really a problem? Especially if you know the fish sells for a lot of money? Tunze. You don't need to invent anything new for growing algae at home these days, especially if you have an aquarium or another place where fish live. Just add this reactor to it. You can place it right into the water or outside, it doesn't matter. The important thing is to connect the reactor using two tubes, an inlet and an outlet. Using the first one, water from the aquarium will flow into a device where algae will extract nutrients from it and also carry out filtration. As a result, the water going back into the aquarium will make the underwater pets happy. By the way, it's the circulation of water that causes the algae inside to spin, which is good for their growth. Overall, it's a system where all participants are definitely happy, including the owner. The manufacturer made their reactors easy to open. To collect the grown algae or place new ones in the reactor, you just need to unscrew and open the top cover. And suddenly mealworms appear in our video. What are they doing here? The thing is, if you use powder made from them to grow algae, the plants will grow just as well as when using chemical fertilizers. Let's take note and start a worm farm.